ISS, this is Houston on Space Ground 2. Are you ready for the event?
Houston station, we are ready for the event.
And ESA, this is Houston. Please call station for voice checks.
ISS from the office of the Italian President, can you hear me?
This is International Space Station. We hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good afternoon or good morning. I give the microphone to Mr. Enrico Saggese.
Hello, good afternoon to everybody. So we are now in the office of the President of the Republic. You are correctly on the screen, and the President is greeting you. So as I told the President, Dmitry, as commander of the International Space Station, will speak first. Then Marchelli, as commander of the shuttle, will speak. And then we will give the floor to the Italian astronauts, Paolo Nespoli and Roberto Vittori. Please go on.
Good morning, Mr. President. My name is Dmitry Kondratiev, and I'm International Space Station Commander.
Buongiorno, Comandante Kondratiev. Piacere di sentirle.
Good day, Commander Kondratis. It's a pleasure to see you. I can see you.
A che punto siete delle vostre missioni?
At what point of the mission are you?
Can I speak Russian?
I can just say большое спасибо. I speak very little, too little.
Ваш русский очень на хорошем уровне. Мы сейчас пролетаем над Австралией на скорости 25 тысяч километров в час. Здесь вы видите моих коллег, командира американского наградного корабля Space Shuttle Мака Келли, итальянских астронавтов Роберто Vittori и Paolo Nespoli. Для меня большая честь работать с итальянскими астронавтами. Они являются прекрасными профессионалами и мастерами своего дела. И я хочу выразить благодарность всем тем, кто готовил их, кто отправил в полет, и надеюсь и в дальнейшем работать с ними вместе. Также я хочу поздравить Итальянскую Республику со 150-летием образования и пожелать удачи и всего самого наилучшего всему итальянскому народу. Спасибо.
Senior President, my name is Mark Kelly. I'm the commander of Space Shuttle Endeavour. We're about halfway through our mission here aboard the International Space Station. I want to first congratulate you on the 150th anniversary of the unification of Italy. Our mission is largely about science, and our biggest payload and our most important payload is as you probably know, the alpha magnetic spectrometer. My crew member, Roberto Vittori, our Italian astronaut, was instrumental in getting that installed on the space station. And as we understand, it's doing really, really well. It's already collected over 50 million particles and 90 gigabytes of data. So we're really, really happy about that. Dima and I are going to turn this over to Paolo Nespoli and Roberto Vittori for the remainder of the event. But thanks for inviting Dima and I to speak with you today, sir.
Good day, Mr. President. It's a pleasure to hear from the International Space Station. Good day, Mr. Nespoli. How are you? We know each other well by now. That's true. Thank you. I'm doing well. I have spent these almost 6 months in space, It's been a very intense time, very interesting. We've done many things. We've flown the colors of Italy high once again, and for me it's been a unique experience. I've seen the planet in a way that is very difficult even to describe.
Buongiorno, Colonnello Vittori.
Good day, Colonel Vittori.
Buongiorno.
Good day.
Arrivato qua circa
I got here about 4 to 5 days ago. I found Paolo in great shape, and most of all, I found the space station in great shape.
mi piace poterle dire.
And the thing that I'd like to be able to tell you is that our contribution, our Italian contribution from the European Space Agency is fundamental. Last time I saw the space station was in 2005, which was my second mission. Since then, many things have changed. The station has more than doubled. All the modules have gone through the Italian and European industry. The cupola is particularly beautiful. Paolo has had the opportunity to admire the Earth from the cupola. I did it myself for the first time in these past few days. And today I had the first opportunity to fly over Italy by Sicily. And our Italy was completely free of clouds, so it was beautiful and it was breathtaking. First of all, I would like to thank Commander Kondratiev and Commander Kelly for their wishes. Commander Kondratiev, if you're listening,
Я понимаю very little. Я говорю русский very little.
I speak and I understand very little. The two commanders are busy, so they left. They already went back to work. But we will relay your greetings and thank yous, and it's a pleasure to hear you speak Russian. 4 words, but essentially what I wanted to say, I did say. For the celebrations of our 150th anniversary of the unity of Italy, we are surrounded by the attention of the entire world. In a few days in Rome, on June 2nd, we're going to have the heads of state of 42 countries, and among those, we are going to have the Russian President Medvedev and the Vice President of the United States. It's been a time that's been very important. Many initiatives, particularly Colonel Vittori, who was in Italy until a few days ago. He has been able to see how many things have been done for this anniversary and how we've been able to manifest a new and strong tie to Italy, which is the thing that interests me the most and what I have the honor and the duty to take care of. And in this sense, the flag that Colonel Vittori flew on station, I consider that very important. And this flag is still with you at this time. I will always remember the wonderful emotion of January 7th in Modena for the inauguration, for the celebration of the 150 years of Italy. And the photo, the photo of me and you, when you're giving me the flag, is one of the pictures I care about the most. With your permission, I will now give the flag to my friend Paolo so that he may bring it back down to earth. So the Italian flag, leaving from Modena, came to Houston, flew on the shuttle on board the International Space Station, and then we'll go to Paolo, and we'll come back through the Russian spacecraft Soyuz, and we'll come back to Italy.
so se sentiate l'applauso.
I don't know if you can hear the applause. It's a little hard to make the flag fly in the absence of gravity. So right now, our flag is flying very high. It's a symbol of Italy and where the Italians can arrive when they want. We're a country of poets, travelers, discoverers, and we must continue to do these things. And these are the things that make us grow. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you for the ease with which you go up and down, who comes up and stays, who comes up and comes back. It's almost as though I was taking the train to go from Rome to Florence, the same ease with which you reached the International Space Station in space. And Mr. Nespoli, I'd like to tell you, and we will see one another in Italy. And if Commander Kelly would like to be here, I would love to be able to see him as I've done in the past. Your participation, but more in general, the Italian participation in space missions, also with the cooperation of our industrial system and academic system, gives more meaning to an expression that I always use, that we must live up to the Italian tradition, and this definitely lives up to the tradition that we've built upon over the course of the past few centuries. We must echo your words. Surely, Italy is a beautiful country, seen from up here, from the cupola. It's absolutely beautiful. It sticks out in the blue of the Mediterranean with the chain of the Alps that look like a crown. We're very lucky as a country from a geographical standpoint. We're lucky because we have a strong historical identity, and we must continue with that, continue in the future through technology, science, research, education. These are all very important points that we must value. I'd like to ask you, the research that you're currently working on now, does it have anything to do with the research that's going on at the CERN in Geneva right now? On board the space shuttle, Mr. President, we brought, as Commander Markelli said, the AMS, Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer, which is a giant experiment, surely the largest ever installed, probably the largest that will ever be installed aboard the International Space Station. And it was built at CERN through a collaboration of 16 countries, among which Italy has a very prominent role. It's an opportunity for research. It's a window to the universe. It's an opportunity for physics, for all those who are trying to understand who we are, where we're going, where we come from. We're always talking about dark matter, and AMS has the potential of being able to answer these questions, to understand who we are, where we're coming from, and what our future holds for us. Little more than 2 months ago, I was in Geneva visiting CERN, where they're working on the great themes of the origin of the universe. And I found many young Italians. Out of 1,300 researchers at CERN, over 300 are Italian. And in great quantity, it's young women researchers with an extraordinary enthusiasm. And I believe it's the same enthusiasm that gives you strength where you are. Mr. President, every time that I encounter young people, and especially Italians, and they're a little scattered throughout the world, but even in Italy, I see this interest for all things technological, this interest in wanting to learn, this attention, this drive. We must treasure this and allow them to continue to achieve their dreams and our dreams. But looking from above, did you also see the gondolas in the Grand Canal of Venice, or is that a little too much to ask? That's a little too much to ask, Mr. President. I have taken some photos with the zoom. That we do have zooms that are pretty strong, and I have been able to take some photos of Venice, and we can see ferries, but gondolas maybe is a little too much to ask for. But it's beautiful, this shot that we are able to get. Looking from the cupola, we're able to appreciate details like pyramids in Egypt, the Great Wall of China, Venice, all these beautiful sites like the Vesuvio, all these beautiful places in Italy and the world. But there's this general view that allows us to see this beautiful planet. But also, from another side, it looks fragile, this really thin layer of atmosphere, which is the one thing that differentiates us from other planets like Mars and the Moon. We must be careful to what we do and how we treat our Mother Earth. Yes, I believe that the first impulse that comes from these facts is the impulse of taking care of the environment. And this is a goal that is indivisible, and it's something that can only be sought on a planetary scale. It's not enough to have one single country putting in the effort. And so maybe even seeing Italy from where you are from space, aside from being able to understand its beautiful natural shape and historical background and the creation of man, I think you can also get a very strong feel for how we are a part of the planet, a part of the world, that can keep going and progress as long as it can contribute with the rest. Only as an active member of the international community, and especially the European community, only then Italy can grow and contribute to the bettering of human civilization. These words, Mr. President, I agree with 100%. I'd like to remember the first impression during the Marco Polo mission when I arrived to space on board the Russian Soyuz, looking out the viewport from Soyuz down to Earth. The thing that struck me the most, that always stayed with me, was this incredible beauty of the planet, blue, a very strong three-dimensional feel, captivating, beautiful, that captures your heart, your eyes, and your imagination. And then flying over Italy, Europe, and the continents, there are no boundaries, no borders. Everything's one. Everything's one that an astronaut can just embrace by just being able to look out the window. And the other thing that is very striking is how thin the atmosphere is, which is a great resource for our planet. In reality, it's very thin, and so it appears that way to the astronaut who has the privilege of looking out the window. And this is a great reminder that we must make a common effort to protect our system, our atmosphere, for our children and for all future generations.
ISS, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Houston FCR, this is ISS. Really appreciated your help. Thank you.